going into game number 2 of Esper Reanimator, this hand is not that bad, I guess. Like his Thought Erasure can dig us a bit deeper. I think I'm just gonna keep this hand, and let's hope we don't get punished for this hand. Opponent Circular Throat, get 4 more zombies. That's and draw 2 cards. That's always good to see. Life is just wonderful when it does that to you, of course. And we're mostly dead next turn if you can't do anything to this. I mean, even if we get Connive Concoct, take Field of the Dead, or is our Field of the Dead active anytime soon? No, it's not. Opponent also just gets a 3rd Field of the Dead because, you know, that's better than 2 Fields of the Dead, 3 Fields of the Dead. And if you don't draw Shatter the Sky, I'm just going to concede. That's a bit too late, Agent of Treachery. That's a bit too late. I mean, at least our opponent doesn't know we're playing Reanimator. Or obviously I'm gonna play Sightless In instead of Oath of Gaia, and obviously I'm gonna play Ashiok instead of Heartless Act. What else do we sight in? I think we keep the deck mostly as it is. Thief of Sanity is good, but I don't think it's good enough. And I think this deck should be good enough to take care of the game. Let's do this. Let's do this deck. I believe in the powers of this deck, and you should too. So if you do not believe in the powers of this deck, I ask you, kindly reconsider your opinion and decide that this deck will take us to victory. Done being dramatic, opponent is obviously sideboarding way too much because he did not see enough of our deck. I'm not sure if he didn't realize that. I mean, Citrus Supplier directly implies that I'm playing Reanimator. So like, I don't know. I honestly do not know what's happening at this stage. So opponent probably plays Uro, we saw that already. He plays Golos. What? I did not side in Unmoored Ego. Guys, I'm so sorry. I think I'm just a bit too tired at this stage. Should have sided in Unmoored Ego. I think I'm just too tired from just working all day. Opponent, please lose this game just because my misplay might just cost us the game. My misplay in sideboarding, that is. But I mean, I think we can just survive because think about it this way. I mean, the enchantment just deals with Field of the Dead on its own. How many ways do I need to deal with one card? I don't think that many. Elvish Reclaimer is not something I expected to see, but it's something that we shall deal with when it comes to it. I think I'm just going to play the Godless Shrine. Stitcher Supplier. I forgot that I should press the pay to. It's fine. It's fine. It's completely fine. Now we're just going to Discovery Dispersal, and now the Stitcher Supplier the turn literally after. I think we're gonna keep both of the lands on top. Yeah, I think we keep both of the lands on top, and I mean Stitcher Supplier doesn't feel like the smartest idea right now, but I think we should be fine. And of course we mill 3 lands. Literally we mill 3 lands after I see that, hey, yeah, this should be fine, we should be fine, it should work out. I mean, you can always thirst for meaning to draw 3 and then dump 2 cards. If we do not have a creature, I mean a land in the top 3, I don't think I could have won the game anyways. Opponent attacks, I'm gonna block, try to get the Agent of Treachery that way into the graveyard. Please don't mill lands, please don't mill lands, please don't mill lands. Literally 3 lands. Oh, alright, we draw our land, that's fine. Thank you so much for milling 3 lands. Thirst for Meaning, I think we're just gonna discard any lands that we do draw at this stage. Shatter is good. I think we just discard our Discovery Dispersal. Actually, we keep the Discovery. We discard the Agent and the Plains. I actually should have kept the Plains for the only reason that if I ever do get to take control of of Field of the Dead, I would want as many differently named lands as possible, but that's too late for that. I did not notice then. It's all my fault. Forgive me. Elvish Reclaimer can now just get him into Field of the Dead literally next turn. I think we might just take control of it, or I think I'm going to take control of Guild Summit because it's an active draw engine. I don't want him to draw extra cards per turn. Especially now that if he... Alright, Arboreal Grazer probably doesn't hit anything. I mean, like last turn you didn't play a bunch of lands. Do you still have lands in hand, opponent? Opponent does have lands in hand, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. What else can you do now? Do you just go for Field of the Dead now? I think it's a bit too early, opponent. At least that's my opinion. Or do you go for Maze's End? Maze's End is an option. Maze's End is a bit far from winning, and I think so we just take control of the Guild Summit. Just get Agent of Treachery. Agent of Treachery always feels good to play. Opponent is considering just using the Elvish Reclaimer. If he does, I'm gonna see what he gets and maybe make my decision from there. If he gets Field of the Dead, I'm not that worried because you can just board wipe. But Druga Bog is not something that I played around. Oh my god. I really did not think about the Druga Bog. I did not play around it. I'm so sorry. Should have shattered this guy before going into any of this. You always forget what kind of cards are in Historic because of how I really like how much Wizards cares about this format and puts into it, but I honestly forgot that the Druga Bog is in the format. Of course he hits exactly Field of the Dead, Circuitous Road. Now he's gonna draw a bunch of cards. I mean, we're not dead yet. I mean, there's still hope at the end of the tunnel. We can just board wipe and then try to like play Discovery Dispersal to hit a Agent of Treachery, or we can just try to hit Agent of Treachery first and then Shatter the Sky if we do not. The game isn't over. The game isn't anywhere over, so that's fine. And you can still draw the enchantment that deals with the tokens as well, and then we just... The game isn't over. I mean, I did misplay, but I don't think our misplay is gonna literally cost us the game now. We should be fine. Theoretically and within game logic, we should be fine. Especially that I think I did not mill any of the enchantments and we still have 38 cards left to go, and we should be fine. Let's just play Discovery. Agent, Shatter. Probably going to keep both for the sole reason that I can now just play 2 Shatter the Sky, and we're going to probably reanimate Agent of Treachery, take control of the Guild Summit because I do not want him to draw any more cards. And of course this means that he can still deal with our graveyard, but if we Shatter now, this is going to die, so Agent doesn't die before everything dies, meaning that Elvish Reclaimer is not going to do anything. If he tries to go for Druga Bog, we're obviously going to board wipe next turn. Whatever happens, happens. We want to get our Agent another time into the graveyard, that way we get to use it once more. But I told you the game wasn't over, and it is not over. Our opponent plays another land, gets more zombies, that's fine with me, and we disconnect. So we're back into the game. Hopefully we're not too behind, hopefully we did not lose any of our triggers. Okay, opponent attacks with 2 zombies. I'm just going to block with an Agent of Treachery. Alright, we're just gonna board wipe next turn, and I think that's a good play in my opinion at least. We could just Fairy Bounce, but it's not, I don't think I'm about that life just now. And even if he tries to go for Druga Bog, it doesn't do anything, because Elvish Reclaimer, if he gets Druga Bog, doesn't, I mean, Agent doesn't hit the graveyard before all of this resolves, so Druga Bog wouldn't do anything, so we are fine. I mean, if he gets another Field of the Dead, it could be annoying, but we still have that enchantment in our deck that deals with it. So, in the long run, we could be fine. Maze's End, how many gates does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's a bit far, if I'm not wrong. Let me recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he does have 7, I'm not wrong. What could he have to make us lose? Alright, he has 3 gates in hand. I think we should be fine at this stage. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Now we just Agent take his Maze's End, shut down this engine. Now he does have 8. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He needs 1 more. Meaning that any top deck Maze's End just kills us. But I mean, I can't control everything in this game. I wish I could. But we should be fine. Oh, he's gonna return it to his hands. He's gonna return it to his hand. Just notice that Maze's End bounces itself to his hand, so I think we're just dead no matter what. I mean, you can just take another gate. That's also an option. But how many gates does he have already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meaning that if we're not gonna take the Maze's End, obviously, because opponent can just take it back. We're just going to take Agent of Treachery and then just take any of his other mazes or his gates. We're gonna probably take the land that taps for the most colors, meaning that we're going to take the Gate Plaza. Hopefully he doesn't tap it in response. Opponent, if you don't tap it in response, I can play Teferi. If you do tap it in response, I'm not gonna be able to play Teferi. Alright, opponent doesn't tap it in response, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opponent, please do not tap it in response. Please do not tap it in response. Please do not tap it in response. Please don't tap it. Yes! I mean, opponent should have tapped it in response. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I think we can just Teferi bounce agent and now next turn do that once more. We're not coming back into this game just yet, but we are stalling the Maze's End strategy as much as we can. And stalling as much as we can is the only option that we have currently. We literally have no other option at this stage. Teferi can die, I do not care about that just now. I mean, I love Teferi, I love making sure that my Teferi survives. Does that just end the game on itself? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent stop playing so I can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, opponent doesn't play the Maze's End for some reason. I wish I could make him discard it, but I can't. How many mazes does he have? How many gates does he have? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, they're not differently named. They have to be differently named, right? Yes, they do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He still has 7. Meaning that Agent of Treachery gaining control of Tamio is not the worst option, but also Agent of Treachery gaining control of something else is also an option. Let's see. I think Agent of Treachery, we gain control of Tamio. It's not that bad of an idea, and now we're just gonna draw a bunch of cards. This can deal with the tokens, and I need to draw Ashiok very soon because Ashiok just deals with the whole Maze's End problem. That does not kill us because he does not have any kind of gates in hand. Opponent just does not want to go with the plan of winning with Maze's End, does he now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean nothing changed so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it 8 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is 8. Opponent plays this tapped. Okay, so now we can just gain control of it. We can just gain control of it and take it if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, do we have enough lands to do it? Yes, we can just board wipe, reanimate agent. Yeah, we just board wipe, reanimate agent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we almost dodged the Maze's End win, and that's completely fine with us, obviously. But if we do that, aren't we just that to anything else? No, I don't think there's any top deck from our opponent's side that can just win him the game off the top. So we're just going to shatter this guy. And now we're going to reanimate our Agent of Treachery. And now we're going to take the Maze's End. Alright, sorry opponent, but that's how my deck plays, and I play my deck to the best I can. Ashiok takes care of the whole agent of the whole Uro problem, and at the same time of a future Maze's End. I might just board wipe because I don't want Uro to stick, and I don't want agent actually to survive because we are getting pretty low on our deck. So probably, how much mana do I have is the question. Let's think about this. Maybe Ashiok is 3, 1, 2, 3. Board wipe is 4. I still have 3 mana. So I can Ashiok, play the Plague, shatter the sky. That's good. I mean, that takes a lot of my opponent's options. I mean, unless he plays a Golos. Guild Summit is fine. Theoretically fine, that is. I mean, you can draw a lot. Let's just say a lot. That's fine. I mean, we're not behind on card advantage. We just don't want him to draw more into Mazes, and maybe that's Field of the Dead is fine. The tokens are going to get taken care of this turn. Let's think about this. So my main thing is I want to board wipe. So I just board wipe because I don't want to draw way too many cards with Agent of Treachery. So board wipe is dealt with. I think now we just play the Plague. Actually, I think we should have gone for Thought Erasure and not the Plague, because like he wasn't going to play the tokens until next turn, so I think we should have been fine with that. We shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Opponent has 17 cards left in his deck, meaning that Ashiok is just you're gonna kill him in a couple of turns. Let's just have that in mind. Ashiok can just kill him in a couple of turns. Opponent makes some tokens, they die, that's cute. If he doesn't have a Crisis, alright, opponent plays another creature, that's also fine. You can just Teferi bounce. Eldritch Reclaimer is also fine. Yeah, I think we're going to Teferi bounce, double Thought Erasure. That's a good opinion. That's a good option in my mind. If he has Crisis, I wouldn't even mind Crisis because it would just get him nearer to death. Alright, Guild Summit is also fine. If you want to draw all of your deck, I'm fine with that, opponent. But what are you digging for is the question. Do you have a Nexus of Fate? I mean, Nexus of Fate would kind of kill us because... yeah, Nexus of Fate would most definitely kill us. Did we ever exile a Nexus of Fate? No, we did not. Alright, opponent, do you or do you not play Nexus of Fate? I mean, you didn't even keep mana for it, so I don't think you do. So yeah, let's see if you get to survive. Opponent has 10 cards left, meaning that we can kill him with this in 2 turns, if it survives. Opponent can't even play lands because any land he plays is just going to accelerate his clock. Actually, he can play basic lands, that's something I should have mentioned. Play a gate. Yes, beautiful opponent. Alright, so Ashiok kills him very soon. Let's just say that. Opponent, you need to chill with the lands because lands are not going to help you at this stage. Alright, 22 cards left. Can we kill him now? Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't have anything. Yeah, so let's just minus Ashiok, target him. Are you playing Nexus of Fate? He's not playing Nexus of Fate. So we're gonna Thought Erasure just to see as much as we can from his deck before going into the next game, but I think we just win this turn. Golos is fine, Circular Strut is fine, we don't care about any of these. Stitcher Supplier can stay on top. And now we just played our other Ashiok, mill him once more. Yes, I do not mind. And now we just need to make sure that we pick the right Ashiok, and we are good. So let's look at the Exile pile. He's not playing Scape Shift, he's not playing any of the disgusting cards, so and his win conditions are mainly Golos and like the Wayward Swordtooth and all of that, but that's fine with me. That Yova is also a win condition. Card advantage I guess can be considered a win condition. Our opponent just dead. So I think this game went better than I expected. Let's see, what do we consider? I think I'm just gonna play the Unmoored Ego instead of a... Opponent did show in a bunch of Graveyard Hate, but I mean, Elvish Reclaimer is not gonna always stick on turn 1, and now I'm aware of it because I'm not stupid like last game. I think we cut down on reanimation spells just because of the Graveyard Hate we saw, and I think that should hopefully get us to win the game. If it does not, I think the deck performed pretty well, and I do think that I showcased how much this deck has potential in this format. I mean, we could always improve it maybe just a bit more, maybe stop being a control deck and maybe just go with the turbo mill kind of plan, because you can go turbo mill with this deck for the only reason that you can mill at the same time your reanimation spell and your creature, meaning that you can consider playing turbo mill, and I'll consider playing turbo mill very soon with this deck. So let's just Thought Erasure first, kind of try to slow down our opponent, take an Uro, take a Circuitous Route. I think we just take Circuitous Route at this stage. Bajuka Bog is not going to do anything just yet. We don't need a land. Alright, so at least we know that Bajuka Bog is in our opponent's hand, so we need to play around that and be careful about that, but we are good. If we're not afraid of Tamiyo getting card advantage, we can just kill it next turn. Alright. Opponent not going to drop Tamiyo next turn, so that's good for us. Agent of Treachery is something I'm going to keep on top, and I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have enough lands to hardcast it. I mean, I don't think I want that many lands on top of my deck, so we're just gonna keep the Agent, and now we can just board wipe next turn. I mean, board wiping aggressively and preventing him from getting card advantage isn't the worst option. Let's just hope he doesn't get a Guild Summit, and we should be fine. If he does get a Guild Summit, let's hope we top deck a Teferi or something. And of course, opponent does not care about anything of what I said, and top decks a Circular Shout, meaning that you're not behind in any kind of way. Okay, he's a bit ahead on mana, but it doesn't have anything to do with that mana just yet. So I think we should be theoretically, hopefully, fine. If he decides to go with the Tamiyo, we just board wipe. I mean, he did draw an extra card off of it, but that's okay. And let's hope we try to stop him from getting any kind of card advantage with Arch of Oraska, because Arch of Oraska will get pretty annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. meaning that he does not have the city's blessing just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, there are 8. Maces and I forgot about maces and I mean, I can't control everything. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 6 gates that are named differently, meaning that we can probably survive up until we take control of mazes and with agent, or if we don't take control directly of mazes and we can just take control of any of his other gates. So as long as he doesn't top deck all of the other gates, we should be theoretically fine. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gates that are named differently. Mazes and can now get him onto another one. Alright, Field of the Dead isn't the best, but at least we're not dead anytime soon. And if he taps out and doesn't use the mazes and I'm fine with that as well. So we might just take control of the Field of the Dead. We have how many cards with how many lands with different names? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meaning that if we do take our Field of the Dead, it is going to be turned on next turn. Alternatively, also we can just take care of Uro if our opponent does play Uro. And I'm not sure if taking the land, the mazes and or the gates is the better option. I'm honestly not sure about that. So do tell me what you think in the comments down below. Opponent cannot play Uro just yet. The only thing that would kill us would be exactly what I wanted to say. I think Circular Sword does it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it doesn't even kill us. It just gets us very close to being dead. But opponent does need to play mazes and to get us to die, and then we can just take control of it with agent. So theoretically, hopefully we're not dead. Unless opponent just has one of the gates in hand. He already played the land for turn, so I don't know. I'm not sure that there's anything that can kill us. Alright, yes, Field of the Dead zombies are annoying. But do you know what's even more annoying than tokens? Just losing the game. Yes, that's like a theory I wrote in my book called Why I Don't Like to Lose the Game of Magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now we need to be extra careful. Then considering next turn if we're going to take the mazes and or if we're going to take any other thing. I don't think we're dead, are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. Now he has the 9th one. I mean, I think we can take. Alright, so we're gonna take the mazes and just because of what my opponent just did, meaning that he can kill us next turn. We're just going to play. If only Unmoored Ego came in a turn earlier, could have dealt with so many more things, but we're just going to hard cast Agent of Treachery, take the mazes and prevent him from winning that way. And we are going to take a big chunk of damage, but guess what? We're still alive and we can shatter the sky, Unmoored Ego, other Fields of the Dead. That shuts down most of his deck. Not all his deck, but most of his deck. And then we just might take the mazes and as well. I'll consider after my opponent's turn is over. I'll consider what are we exactly going to do. Alright, game is getting pretty tough. We need to make sure that we do everything correctly because any misplay at this stage can cost us all of the game. And we do not want to lose the game, obviously. I think you noticed by far that I do not like losing my games. Guild Summit is very annoying, very, very annoying, and we might just take control of that. Especially if our opponent doesn't draw a bunch of cards. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, game is not looking in our favor. I'm not gonna lie at all. Because we're kind of forced to board wipe, and our opponent drew way too many cards. Way too many cards. And if he just drew mazes and I think it's over. If he has a mazes and in the hand, it's just over. I don't remember how many he plays. I forgot to check that. I should have checked for that. I'm sorry. So board wipe, Unmoored Ego looking like the play. Yes, Golos is even better. I mean, yes, Field of the Dead is going to be annoying, but we shall survive. Oof, that's a top deck. That's a very good top deck. Alright, so we just shatter the sky. Now, Unmoored Ego, safely take. Do we take Golos or do we take Mazes and? I mean, Mazes and just wins him the game out of nowhere. I think we just take Mazes and. If I know how many he plays. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we take the Golos, although that's the biggest decision we're gonna have to take all game, which is do we take Golos or do we take the Mazes and? But hear me out. I don't think he's playing way too many, and if he is going to win with the Mazes and, I think we can just stop him. Alright, so opponent is not playing more than one Mazes and, meaning that I did make the right decision. I think I did make the right decision. Alright, so he doesn't have that many win conditions anymore in his deck, does he? I mean, he has Uro on a grave, but we will deal with that when it comes to that. Let's just take the... Okay, opponent graveyard, we're gonna take the Golos obviously to prevent him from using it to escape Uro. Opponent's hand is this. Let's just review the deck one last time. So opponent has a bunch of ways to cheat and lands, a bunch more card advantage values, and Field of the Dead, which is gonna get turned off next turn. So I think we should be fine. Uro is the only thing that we still need to deal with, and maybe the Wayward Swordtooth. Besides that, we are theoretically completely fine. Alright, let's try to survive. Let's just try to survive, guys. The last Field of the Dead. Alright, Field of the Dead is literally turned off next turn. Literally, this turn, Field of the Dead is over. But I do think that we're dead anyways, because if he plays Uro, if he does play Uro, he can attack us for 11. Meaning that whatever we do, we can just... Yeah, I think it's over. I think it's just over. Unless we top like a board wipe. We need to top like a board wipe. We need to definitely top like a board wipe. Or maybe a Teferi. Teferi or a board wipe can do it. Anything else does not quite work. I'm obviously gonna draw a land knowing my luck. Opponent, do whatever you want, go crazy. If I only draw a Teferi, the game is ours. Just a Teferi. Just a Teferi deck. Deck, please, just a Teferi. Teferi or a board wipe. Deck Teferi or a board wipe. Yes! We do draw Teferi! Teferi, I love you! Okay, why am I so happy that we drew Teferi? Because now we can go for this play. I do not remember seeing any counter spells. So now what do? We bounce that Uro. Alright. After we bounce that Uro, what happens? We can just use this to deal with all of the tokens. Alright, everything is dead. Literally everything is dead. No future Field of the Dead tokens are gonna come. And I might just even play Teferi to bounce this, just because I would want to go on very low life total. And see, when you play to your outs in Magic, sometimes you get rewarded. I'm gonna choose this Teferi to keep, obviously. And we're just gonna bounce this, try to take control of it next turn. Maybe make him waste a bit of his turn on doing nothing. Unburial rites is good because now we can just play agent, block with it, and then re-get it. So we shouldn't be in that bad of a position anymore. I don't think our opponent has many more ways of winning the game. Alright, Field of the Dead is doing nothing. He has another Uro. Uro and Wayward Swordtooth are the only things that I'm afraid of. Of course, this can kill us by just attacking, but we can just now take control of most of his blockers. Have another blocker. Now we can also block, and now just reanimate Agent of Treachery after we do block. So I think we should be fine in the long run. Alright, another Wayward Swordtooth is not the worst thing, because we can get to take control of one of them, block the other one, and then just block maybe with Agent just to take control of the other one. We should be fine. We should be theoretically fine. Do we have... Of course we do have the City's Blessing. Yes, we do. This game is way too grindy for my liking. I like grindy games, but this is very tiring in my opinion. I think we should be fine. We should be fine. Alright, opponent, I don't know why you thought that much of a card you already have in hand. I don't think Field of the Dead decks are just ready for this quite yet. This card is doing way too much for... I mean, it saved us the last game and it's saving us now. So we're just gonna plus Agent of Treachery.
Let's try this.
Alright, opponent might just concede because of this, but I don't think he would. Agent of Treachery, take the Wayward Swordtooth. We do have the City's Blessing, meaning that we definitely get the block. And I'm probably gonna block the Wayward Swordtooth if he attacks with it with Agent of Treachery, just to trade so I can Unburial rites it. He draws as many cards as he wants. If I do remember correctly, his other win condition is Uro, and that's it. So I'm fine with him drawing another Uro. I'm super fine with him drawing another Uro. We're gonna block this way and this way. Alright, so unless he has a pump spell, which I did not see, we should be fine. If he has, I don't think he has another Bajuka Bog. I should have taken notice of that. But trust me, it's hard to keep track of everything, especially in these type of games. He apparently does not have another Bajuka Bog, at least in hand, if I'm not wrong. Opponent, do you want to play your last card? Uro is obviously not gonna get played anytime soon. Do you want to play your last card in hand? Do we Discovery Dispersal first? I think it doesn't hurt us if we go for that. Yeah, so I think we just Discovery Dispersal first. Don't think we need another one. I don't think we need a land. And Stitcher Supplier is good because we get to block. Do we have enough mana to do everything? Yes, we do. So we're going to run out Stitcher Supplier first. Alright, so another Stitcher Supplier isn't the best, but it's fine. I get back the Agent of Treachery. And now, if I'm not wrong, we do control 3 permanents our opponent controls. So we're gonna start drawing a bunch of cards. We're gonna take the Dryad just because it makes sure that it helps him kind of turbo out a bunch of lands. And if he turbos out a bunch of lands, we could be in a bit of a trouble. He has 18 cards in hand and deck, and I think that's gonna be it, and our opponent can see it. So guys, thank you so much for watching the games. I do know they were a bit long. This deck is super good. Trust me, if you like reanimating things, this should be definitely something you want to pick up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the games. If you do, please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot. I'll leave the deck in the description down below, and I'll see you guys next time.